Kia ora community, I thought I'd be an expert at this by now. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but welcome. This is my time to explain what council is and what it can be in the future. Given the nature of things at the moment, there is a very real possibility that things will evolve quite drastically over the next few years. So anyway, what is council? So council is a group of people like me who are representatives of their district, and the structure of council is based off of elected representatives from each region of the district, and we all come together and form the council, the chair being the mayor. And so the council then employs one person, which is the CEO, and the CEO then employs everybody else, which is the entire organisation of QLDC. Our job as councillors is to be decision makers, and those decisions will be prepared by a governance team, and they'll come to us with an A, B or C type of decision, and there'll be multiple decisions with each formal meeting, which is about every 5 or 6 weeks. That also happens at the community board level. So the community board is like a mini council for Wanaka Upper Clutha. Most of our job is reading and staying informed, and it's a lot of reading. And so not everybody can do that, and that's part of why we have representative democracy and not participative, so that the decisions are well-rounded and well-informed before they've been made. It really describes what council is like. It's like being a referee, and this is part of learning how to take accountability and not take things personally. Especially in the age of social media, given everybody is critiquing everything you do, and yeah, I've never had a job where thousands of people are watching me do it, which is a weird thing. But it is the referee. You may not agree with the decisions. From your perspective, it may look like the wrong decision, but you have to respect that the referees are doing their best as decision makers to make a call that is fair, unbiased, and that will keep the game playing so that the two teams can play. So I find this funny interplay between council and local government. And what I mean is, council is an organisation that is funded by homeowners to take care of the Three Waters infrastructure, the local parks and recreational services, the libraries, planning and consenting, and waste management, all that stuff. Where local government needs to address the housing crisis, needs to take leadership on climate change, needs to diversify the economy, and just take a real stance on the social well-being of the people who live in the district. And so that is the weird part, is that publicly I look at it at local government, internally it looks like that organisation of councils. And so, what did I call it? The Homeowners Association is council, and then the representative democracy is local government. That has been the weird relationship that I feel like is hard to navigate, and is why there is a disconnect between the local government and people who live here. We all know it's a very expensive place to live, and so not all of us are homeowners. In fact, apparently 75% of people through this district are not homeowners, meaning that a quarter of the people have to pay for all of the infrastructure, essentially. So it is quite a weird disproportion, and that's partly because we're a highly desirable place to live, and so a lot of people come here temporarily or to visit, or just for certain times of the year. The reason it's interesting is because of Three Waters reform changing about a third of what council does, RMA reform, which is changing the nature of planning and how we develop and build our townships, and then we've now got inquiry into future for local government. And that's basically, hey, we know there's issues, tell us what's wrong with local government and what can be changed in the future, given that it's a time to shake things up anyway. The rates model may change. Not everybody is a homeowner. The reason local government works so well is because if I make a decision and it's a stupid one, then you guys can see me at hockey or at the supermarket and be like, hey, what the hell, why did you say that? And I can explain it to you. You can't do that with a central government. And a lot of my ambition is to keep some sense of locality, because there is always this argument, especially at the moment, that centralizing creates efficiencies and economies of scale benefits. On the other hand, you lose that sense of ownership and the sense of voice and democracy and accountability, those things that are so crucial to being in a community. And so I have benefited from being in a community, and so I would like to keep some sense of community. Anyway, I hope that kind of explains something. I'm sorry that it feels a bit scrambled, because it is a bit scrambled. I'm still learning, as I say, but I didn't want to have a long disconnect between the last video I made. I want to try and keep doing this, because this is my way of being accountable and bringing you guys along for the experience. And so I will make videos as much as I can, squeeze in the time to do so. And it might just be on something smaller than this holistic view of what council and local government is, but hopefully this helps explain. Anyway, bye.